Okay, what is up everybody? I'm feeling good today. I worked out, I took a nap, I ate some ice cream, and here I am. Pretty great day if you ask me. I've been wanting to film this video for a while because when going into the zero waste world, it's really easy to want to buy a bunch of new things because you're really excited and that's cool. But I think a lot of people get the wrong ideas, especially from companies marketing to us. It goes against the whole message. If you think about ruining the environment, there's a few things you could name. Top of the list has to be purchasing of products and the creation of products, because obviously it's creating pollution in so many ways. It's using resources, it's shipping, it's plastic packaging, it's buy, throw away, buy again, throw away, purchase again, whatever. What this video is about is zero waste products that people purchase when they're trying to be more eco-friendly, and they probably have a really good intention, I'm sure they do, but they don't need it. The best way that you can help the planet is to reduce your consumption. So that just means not buying as much. Everyone has a different situation. Everyone has a different ability to purchase new things. So there's going to be a range for every single person. There's not a one size fits all. There's not like a here's zero waste, here's how you do it, blah, 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 blah. Some of the products that I'm gonna mention, people might use all the time. That's very possible. So you know what? This is just things that I have purchased or things that I have seen that I either regret purchasing or just don't think should exist. Okay, the first one, and this is probably the biggest one that most people talk about when they talk about zero waste swaps that aren't the best, and that is purchasing new mason jars. You can find so many mason jars, not only at thrift stores and secondhand, and I think that that is one of the best purchases you can make at a secondhand store because glass is so durable and so easy to clean, so I'm 100% sure that you can sanitize that and use it forever. You can also find them in your fridge so easily. Like, it's insane. I'm sure if you open up your fridge, you can find something that has a jar as the packaging. You don't have to buy new mason jars if you already have cups, if you already have jars in your fridge, if you can go buy them secondhand. You don't have to buy new ones. Okay, the next one is reusable paper towels. So I have some reusable paper towels from Package Free Shop, and Package Free Shop is a great store, and I think that some people really prefer like the thin texture. It's thinner than a washcloth and it's white, and maybe they use it for napkins, and that's totally useful for some people, but for me, I only use them for cleaning, and my washcloths work just as well. If you have towels in your house, if you have washcloths, if you can go buy some secondhand or even just from Target, like guys, I understand when you're trying to be zero waste, it's not good to support big companies, but if your options are either buying a single-use product over and over again or buying a product that's gonna last you from Target or Walmart or whatever, obviously it's better to buy the Target or Walmart thing. Like, I just feel like reusable paper towels are unnecessary because it's more about like a physical preference of like a feeling or a look or whatever. Everything that I used to do with a paper towel, I can do just as well with a washcloth. So you really don't need like reusable paper towels or even reusable napkins. The next one is reusable cotton rounds or reusable napkins, kind of like I said before, just like anything that's like a strip of fabric, essentially. The reason I say this is because if you think about it, okay, you're buying a cotton round, so that's made of cotton and it's just a little piece of fabric. Is there a way that you can either A, find an old t-shirt made of cotton and cut it up, or B, go to a thrift store and buy a t-shirt or pants or whatever it is made of cotton and cut it up? Would it not have the same effect? I'm not trying to be sarcastic, I'm just asking the question. Again, I just use washcloths for everything, but you don't really need to buy anything that's made of cotton if it's like a specific cut or whatever, because you can just cut it up yourself. And I've actually seen a lot of people whose moms have done this since the beginning of time. They use it for cleaning, they use it for removing makeup, they cut up old t-shirts, they reuse old clothes till they absolutely cannot anymore. So that is a really, really, really good option. Okay, the next one is just straws in general. I don't know about you guys, but I never used straws in my entire life, at least not at home. I guess when I was eating out, I used to. I don't anymore, but I never have drank out of a straw. I've never drank out of a straw. I've never drank out of a straw. I don't know. When I got into zero waste and like people gave me straws, or I think I bought like one, I just kind of realized like I did not need this at all. I don't need to drink anything out of a straw. It's more, again, just like a preference. I don't need it. So I wouldn't recommend that. I especially wouldn't recommend buying a metal straw if you are a plastic straw kind of person, because they feel completely different. So you're honestly probably gonna end up buying a metal straw, not liking it, and then never using it, and then wasting the resources of stainless steel, which is a very resource intensive material to make. So I love burping. You don't need to buy a straw if you don't use straws already. The next one, which is something that I actually purchased myself, is reusable cutlery. I didn't realize until after I bought this. I have like a little bamboo set of cutlery because I saw a lot of people who use them when they were zero waste and whatever. If you think about it, you have cutlery in your drawer already if you have a house and you use cutlery. So just take the cutlery you have, get like a rubber band. You can even make like a little sleeve. I'm sure there's plenty of DIYs on how to make a cutlery sleeve. If you want it to be kept somewhere, you can even keep it in a bag. It doesn't matter. Just use the cutlery you already have. Okay, the next one is reusable Q-tips. So I find Q-tips to be repulsive in general because, first of all, I've heard that using them to clean your ears is actually bad for your ears because all it does is push the wax deeper into your ear. I bought Q-tips like a few weeks ago because I have a nose piercing and I kind of was like rushing to get like the proper care to take care of it. It was kind of like a last minute decision. So I have Q-tips, but it so bothers me that I have like 1,000 of them now and I'm never going to use them because I just don't use them. So I think that reusable Q-tips, they might be helpful for some people who use Q-tips for a lot of things. I don't know what you would use Q-tips for. Is there a spider? Uh-oh, guys, hold on, I gotta kill this spider. There has been a bug that has been biting me and my husband, and it might be this spider. So if it is this spider, I need to kill it. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry for the interruption. I've been getting nasty spider bites or bites of some kind for weeks, so I had to not take my chances with that little guy. Rest in peace. I'm sorry I killed the spider, but I'm scared. I'm not gonna take that chance when it's in my bedroom and possibly eating me alive. Okay, anyway, Q-tips, I just don't think anyone needs them, so I don't think reusable ones are any more helpful. Obviously, if you absolutely use them all the time, that's fine, but if you don't really use them that much, I don't see a need to buy reusable ones. That's kind of the running theme here, if you can't tell. Okay, my next swap that you don't really need is stainless steel containers. I don't own these personally. I've seen people buying like lunchbox or storage containers, and like that's great if you can afford them and if they work for you, but I have been using Pyrex containers. I bought like a set of like 10 or something. I've been using those for a long time now, and I like that they're extremely versatile. So you can store them anywhere, and then you can also microwave them, heat them up, and they work just as well as a stainless steel container. I don't know about the resources needed to create glass versus stainless steel. Maybe someone can educate me on that. I do know stainless steel is very hard to produce. My point is, you don't need to buy stainless steel. A lot of people already have those really cheap plastic Tupperwares. And you know what, guys? I always say this, but plastic is made to last forever. So if you have plastic Tupperwares, or even if you want to buy some, sure, it's not the best option in the whole world, but I would much rather you buy a set of plastic Tupperwares that you're going to use for a very long time and maybe give to Goodwill or recycle when you're done, over using single-use plastic bags or lunch bags or whatever it is that you use. You don't have to buy the really expensive like lunchbox or container that you can't even microwave or really like use for a lot of different things. Like the reason why I say Pyrex is because I bought a set that has like big circles, little circles, and then it has rectangles as well. So you can use the rectangle as sort of a lunchbox or like a meal prep box, or you can use a circle for storage containers. It's so useful. I really recommend Pyrexes if you can get those. But if not, you don't need to like think that you need to buy some stainless steel thing. It's not like that much better. Like resources are resources. Just because it's made of metal doesn't mean it's like great for the environment. It's just another reusable product. So you can definitely find one for your price range and for your lifestyle that works for you. You don't need stainless steel. And the very last one, which kind of just goes with the theme of this whole video in general, is any zero waste product, any reusable product that's from a company that is creating a lot of waste. This is hard to explain, but some companies that are trying to buy into the zero waste movement, that are trying to encourage people to buy their products, they will find a manufacturer in another country. They get stuff shipped to them, and that company that they're getting their products made by is like a mass producer. So I don't really know what the names are. In general, there are lots of people who mass produce like water bottles, for example, like reusable water bottles, and they will give companies the option to buy 1,000 water bottles and put their logo on it and then ship it out. So not only is it coming from another country, it's probably coming from a factory, it's probably made by people who are paid very low wages, it's probably using a lot of resources, it's yada yada yada, it's probably not good. So that's something that a lot of companies do because it's cheap and because they know that you, as someone who's trying to lower their waste, will buy it because they're like, oh, here's an ad for reusable straws and I'm looking for a reusable straw, let me look at that. So just because a company says that it's green and zero waste and all natural whatever, or they're selling a zero waste product, doesn't mean that it was made sustainably. So my point is, do your research. If you're really trying to find a good product, either buy it secondhand or buy it from a retailer who you know is trying to lower their carbon footprint, or if you can't afford some fancy organic individual small mom and pop business, buy from the big chains, but buy things that will last, because in general it's better to live a life where you buy things from big chains and purposely purchase things that last a long time than never buy anything to help lower your waste because it's too expensive. It's just about your own personal journey and your situation and your life. So yeah, there are a lot of things I want to make videos about. Greenwashing is one of them. I hope that I will have that video up by the time you guys watch this, like in the future. So maybe it's in the description or not. Greenwashing is a really big thing that's going on in the world and it relates to this. So I'll make a video about it at some point. But guys, I just hope that you stay smart. Don't fall prey to the greenwashers. Don't fall prey to capitalism trying to get us to buy more things. We don't need to buy more things. If you can think of any more swaps or products that people think are zero waste that you don't really think need to exist, leave it in the comments. Maybe I'll make a follow-up to this if you guys like it. Give me some feedback. Let me know if you have anything to add to this, and make sure to subscribe. I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday. Well, thanks for watching. Goodbye.